Call the meeting to order. Bingo. It's you, Lindsay.
Just sat on smile. My blink kept going all the time.
Do you have a chance to read the minutes there, sir?
Yes, I do.
Got any questions?
Yes, I do.
I think you might.
All right. Says we were going to talk about the visit by Jeff Plaster.
Okay.
I wasn't here, so I was just wondering how that all went.
Basically, he just left some stuff every 4 years. I think it might be 2 years now. They come around when there's edit money.
Mm-hmm.
EDC always likes for small towns, if they can or if they will, to donate half the edit money, which is what is that? $1,600 a month is what we would get. They would be basically requesting $800 a month, or half of it. And in the past, we did do it the first time that they first started. That was about 16, 18 years ago, it seems like. It's been a minute. And we did it to be a team player. And we have learned since then that we can put that money to a lot better use for our own good in the county. And the reason we say that is because we can't build a bunch of stuff here. We can't invite business in. Our sewer plant, for one, wouldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did speak with him and let him know that we probably, but we can always bring it back to another vote, would not be a part of giving them EDC half that money because, and I've got the the form started in my office to give back to the commissioners, stating that we plan on putting about $15,000 into the pavement because we can get, if we can put $15,000 of edit money in the paving, we can get about $75,000 for the paving done. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm leaning that way myself.
So, and I had told him that, but I did tell him on the other matter that, let's see.
About joining.
Yeah, joining, it's like something, it's not the Stellar program that they first brought up because we didn't get selected for that. But I told him that, we would be involved in the other one, I would attend the meetings.
Okay.
So, what else?
Where are we at on that animal ordinance?
Council decided to revisit this ordinance.
Yeah, we're gonna revisit that and the fire contract.
Yeah, now the fire contract's already been published in the paper, so if we change something, we may have to go back and spend $200.
I don't even know what it was we were talking about changing.
I don't know. It's going to be something. You said you can talk to Doug about it.
Well, just like I talked to him about tonight, but he's not here.
If you want to-
I don't know. I don't know.
He was gonna try to.
And what about, we still on that? So we're gonna bring that up then here in the vote then? Okay.
Yeah,
What about
Yeah.
the trash contract?
that's this young man here is from Best Way.
Okay.
That is Clint Brown.
Okay.
Yeah. Say hello to the TV viewers there, Clint. Hello.
And where did you guys end up at on the bonuses?
Say it again.
On the bonuses?
Well, we're gonna have to revisit that. What happened last month, I made the motion was seconded. When it come to a vote, one was no and one was yes.
Okay.
So there was no one here to break the tie, so it didn't get passed. So that's one of the things I'm gonna do. It's the first thing under unfinished business. I'm gonna bring that back to the table. And there's no pressure. Vote with your heart. I reckon. Anything else?
No, that was pretty much it.
Okay. I had a question for Mr. Bush. So our reserve officer G4 didn't get any hours last month.
Oh, he went out to get something to drink, didn't he?
Yeah. So
One is G4.
I think that's Brian Newcastle.
Oh, okay. That's tow guy.
Yeah.
It's on your thing. No, it isn't. I'm sorry. It's zeroed again this month. Is that the one that done all the work on the car?
Mm-hmm.
He did that for free, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
We should
Yeah.
probably count those hours.
Well, that was
A couple
prior
months
to-
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, a few months ago.
yeah.
What did I put down here? Yeah, the fire prevention, we have to look at it, and like she said, it's already been posted in the paper.
The ordinance says.
The ordinance said.
Yeah, we already paid for it.
The animal ordinance thing was 90, not 94, right?
I'm sorry?
Chapter 90, he said, instead of 94 from the animal ordinance.
Well, because the fire prevention says 94, and then it says
Okay,
90.
yeah, it would have to be then, wouldn't it? It's a typo.
That's what I'm guessing, because it says 90 over here, so.
Give or take.
Yeah, let him look it up and see, we'll change it to it initially.
Next look, I saw it because it was on
It
the
could
list.
be 94.
No, I'm looking at 94
Well, it says
now.
fire prevention was 94, though, is why I was
I
questioning.
mean, the portion.
Fire prevention is 94.
Okay, that's fine. Second.
So we'll back up here to 90. Animals.
Okay.
Which chapter though were we,
Which chapter what?
we amended here?
90 and 94.
Yeah, but she's want to know about the animals.
Oh, 90.
specifically.
That was 90.
You're right.
And I think one of the things in the fire contract was the fact that we own. I brought up the comment that, perfect example, the fire department did a controlled burn at a residence here on South Main. Yeah, and it seemed like it laid there and smoldered. And I told Doug that I would like to see him put something in there that it had to be cleaned up and removed in a reasonable amount of time. And so I think that was the only thing on that
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
Would we have to republish it again if we put that in?
I'm sorry.
Would it have to be published again?
You're just
Added
adding
that
something.
to it. It's not a fine or anything.
If it's not a final, no.
If it's not a fine,
Final. Oh,
no.
Okay.
We published it.
Would it be an amendment?
it doesn't hurt to publish it. Doesn't
That's
hurt.
$200.
What are we talking about? I was.
We needed to
sleeping.
add something to the new fire ordinance
Oh, okay.
for
It's
when they're
already
doing
been in the
controlled
paper.
burns for the training for fire department. So there's a time frame afterwards for them to clean up whatever debris and everything's left.
Are you in any hurry to get it passed?
Yes, they are.
Are you in a hurry?
She's saying that we are because we've got it published in the paper.
We
Is that what
published
you're
it in
saying?
the
That's the only
newspaper,
reason
which,
we're in a hurry.
And Doug is kind of wanting it
Well,
back.
it would help if he would come help us talk about it some point. I'm not mad at him.
Or would we,
Publish the whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
so would we have to just do an amendment? or-
Yeah, you could just do an amendment.
I think kind of what I was telling him is that as the fire department, because it's the same one that they have for the township,
Mm-hmm.
that they need to tell the people that when they do it or whatever. I don't know that it has to be. I mean, it's something that it don't even talk about controlled burns in there. I don't think it does it.
I do not remember.
Does it talk about controlled burns?
I don't have it.
What I'm saying is, when I addressed that question to him, basically I was talking about when you go burn something down from somebody, there's an agreement between the fire department and that person to burn it down. Well, they just need to make sure that person's going to clean it up and not let
Well,
it
yeah, why
smoke.
can't they do that?
Excuse me?
Why couldn't the fire chief tell them when they clean it up?
I thought that's what I just said.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
So I don't know that we have to. That's on the fire department. Because, like I say, that's a deal between them and the resident. We don't have a horse in that race, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that would have to be in there.
No, it should be, I think that should be them, because if they don't get it taken care of, it could reignite like it did.
They're the ones who are going to come back out and fix it anyway.
Yeah, because it reignited.
I'd say just let it go, and it's already published, correct?
And you can read it again if you want to. Here's
And
the
then if we
copy.
wanted to do an amendment, that would be a real simple.
Later, at any point.
Yeah, I think we just go forward with them.
Yeah. I agree with
If we
Scott.
feel like it later, we could just do it amendment.
I agree with Scott. So anything else on when you approve these minutes?
No, let's just get a moving.
All right, I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes from last month's meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and properly seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say the same. Did you say aye?
Yeah.
That's one, that's number one on you. Motion carried, thank you.
I'm not glad you're not.
And he wasn't at the meeting, he still approved these minutes of because we read them and went over them. That's what I thought, just making sure. We always ask those questions every time.
Yeah, we do now.
Anybody can sign.
You said why, you don't have to sign it, we won't make you sign it this time.
Next time. You're all grown up.
9 years for your sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay, appearance by citizens. First thing I want to do real quick, I'm going to get jumping out of turn a little bit. The motion that didn't, that was seconded but didn't have enough people here to vote to break a tie. And the motion was made and I'll make the motion for the bonuses. As of last year, the bonus was all our hourly employees was bonused $100 after taxes. And Brenda takes care of all that. She knows how to figure all that out. And we have one employee that is, she's always been our employee on the books, but we only use her in emergencies, like to help plow. Doug has to go out to the sewer plant in the middle of the night. She's been an employee of ours for about 10 years. It's Becca. And so we, in the past, give all the hourly employees $100 after tax bonus and give her $50. So that's the motion I want to make, that we go with the same way we did it last year when it comes to bonuses. So I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion been made, properly seconded to carry on the bonuses such as last year. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say the same. Motion carried. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna jump out of forward. Well, no, I'm not. Unfinished business, storm drains at Maple Street. 4 years, they're getting closer every month.
It'll probably be 2025.
Well, I'd say so. That's only a couple of weeks away. Fire prevention ordinance, we've already decided what we're doing with that. Hi, Randy.
Are you gonna sign it?
Hi, Dan. Where's it at?
Huh?
Where's it at?
It's right here. You wanna read it, sir?
Nope.
Please.
We've already read it like
They made a motion for you to do this checks.
half dozen times, I think.
Please, if you could. Yeah, I'm not reading it. I'll make Lane read it. Make Lane read it.
I'm a bad reader. I know.
This would be good practice.
Yeah, be good practice.
We'll give him a copy though, just in case he gets frustrated. Don't want him tearing up the original.
That's
And-
very good.
Just to go on record, the fire ordinance will be ordinance number 1-2024.
And this has been made for a long time.
So you wrote down kind of what we was discussing about that, because we were gonna go ahead and vote on
You're
it.
gonna just make a motion.
Yeah, but I mean, that because of, we're gonna let the fire department worry about the deal between them and whoever they're doing a controlled burn for. then we're kinda out of that picture.
The fire department could work with everything they're doing is,
Right.
yeah.
I'll make a motion, we accept the ordinance number 1-2024 for the fire ordinance from Greensfork.
I'll go ahead and second that.
Thank you. Motion's been made and properly seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I'll accept, I'll bid it. Say the same. Motion carried. Thank you.
You gotta sign that.
Well, I think we're gonna have to, or you're not gonna hush about it, so we do. Quit picking on us, Nita. We're going to.
So if they're doing a control burn with people, they can,
Yeah, that's between.
Yeah.
Cause the people's not gonna come to us for a burn anyway, they're gonna go to the fire
Yeah.
department. Thank you. Animal ordinance, amend portion of chapter 90, approval for publication. I don't know what portion that was.
I don't remember. I think she's got it all.
You got the,
here's the animal ordinance.
Okay. Oh, I remember what it was. There was some discussion about a $25 permit fee versus just a permit, no fee required. That was discussion that was brought up. Cause here it says that a one-time $25 permit be required and issued by the town of Greensfork, and an inspection occur by town designee, Greensfork Town Marshal's Department, before acquiring said permit. The designee shall have the right to re-inspect as he or she feels necessary in order to be sure code requirements are met. Anyone found with chickens prior to obtaining a permit will be subject to an additional $25 fine, as well as the permit fee. It did get brought up about, that was kind of a, say a fee, I mean, when it was first brought up, I think I brought it up as a permit fee should be issued so we know who has it.
Yeah,
And so we
Yeah.
know who to check to make sure they're doing it properly. And then it was brought up that it shouldn't be free, it should be a $25 permit fee, which I don't necessarily agree with that
I don't
myself.
either. I don't have a vote. I mean, just so that the, police department knows who has it, does it matter, we don't. Why do we have to pay?
For what? Selling chickens?
Yeah,
Permit fee,
Oh,
Yeah.
It-
they can have a permit without having.
How hard is
to
it
pay.
gonna be to make the permits though?
Who you guys talking to? I don't do fee or I don't do permits.
he's a
Who
part
does
of this board.
permits?
He's a paid employee, that's all he is.
How would
Don't you ever forget that, buddy.
Yeah, who would get the permit? I don't have a chicken permit.
Well, we'd have to come up
I
with
mean,
one, I mean, nobody who.
I can make one up on a.
Yeah, we would make
What-
one up and then they'd come in here and get it.
Yeah.
Exactly, just like they come in to get a building permit.
Yeah.
There's
You don't
there's
have
no
none of
real
those in your
cost
pocket
involved
either,
or
but
anything
you
like that,
give
is
them
there?
out
I
before having
know.
you.
Bob,
No, I just-
I'll take the money.
Yeah, you get the money.
Yeah,
And
then
I
when
you
you
get
get
getting
to
this
post the money.
$25.
Will there
Yeah.
be any issues with tracking that then? Like,
I'm sorry?
will there be any issues with tracking those permits?
There's not going to be a whole lot of chicken people in this town, so it's not going to be hard to track
Yeah,
a couple of them.
So it's not gonna be like anything that's
I
gonna
wouldn't think
cause
so.
us any headaches, right?
Well, that's
Well,
something
sure
that,
it will.
Yeah.
as
Thank
for
you.
this ordinance, it says that the marshal's office,
Yeah.
marshal's department. Like I had said before, I don't know why, the marshal's office couldn't say, you know, we've got a guy here in town that's had chickens that he wasn't supposed to have for 10 years, and he's got a real nice pen, and he knows how to do it. Why can't they delegate it to him to just keep an eye on things? Well, I guess what the whole thing is though, the whole thing is the $25 permit fee. Like I said, when I first brought it up, it's the only reason we would need a permit is just to know who has them so we can control it.
Yeah, so you can check
Well, you know,
the
really-
pins and stuff.
It would be better if the marshal's office did do that, because they're gonna be able to go on the property and see if they got 10 or a zillion.
Yeah, and they got the right pin and stuff, it's in
And
there.
and there's not gonna be that
It's
many. for
still
people.
technically an ordinance though, too. It's part of an ordinance too, that's why.
Yeah,
The marshal can talk about it.
it's not gonna be that big of a deal. There ain't that many
Yeah, I don't think there's
chicken
gonna be a
people in
whole
this
lot.
town anyway,
I
you
think
know.
they just wanted the rights to do it.
We-
That's the main thing.
We try to run them off to Centerville anyways.
But the thing is, if we remove that though, then don't we have to pay again for the lawyer fees and stuff or
Yeah,
not?
we do.
Well,
How many are we gonna have a year? 6?
probably not over 1 or 2.
How many what?
I mean, in the beginning, we might have to say 6 or 7. then we
Chicken?
might- Permits.
Oh, permits.
And then they're going forward, what, 1, 2, maybe none?
Exactly.
That wouldn't be that big a deal for them to do it.
It wouldn't have to go back to Adam, would it? You guys could.
If you're gonna make changes to it,
Yeah, it would.
then it has to be it has to be put out to the papers again, cause there's a fine
We haven't
involved.
published yet,
You haven't published it yet?
No.
but we
Oh,
have,
okay.
No,
we have already sent through the.
He's looked at it, and all he does is it just gives us suggestions on us. That's the only thing we had him look at it for, correct?
Yeah, he reworded some of it, but
He
it
reworded
basically
some
kept,
of it,
Yeah.
but I mean,
basically
it's,
kept the same.
But
it's
we
not
don't
put
have-
in place yet.
There's a, do you have that where you can change it on the computer?
no, I don't.
Adam will have to do the changes, it's his thing.
You're right.
So,
Well, I haven't heard anybody cry, and I know
Well,
anybody that's got
they
chickens.
sent
that-
it. They
They
sent
know,
it to
so,
us, and we changed
this
it,
does
though,
not
and
have to be
probably
done
won't let
today.
us change anything in
It's not gonna change anything.
it.
Is it chicken
I have
man?
it from
Nope.
Teresa.
I didn't think
you don't have to do it.
No, I'm talking about the fine, or the fee.
I think the fee's a good idea. I do.
I
The
think
20
it's
well, that's
permit.
good.
I mean, it doesn't matter, I'm not voting, but I think it's.
Exactly, and you ain't gonna have no chickens anyway, so it
You
gonna get chicken?
Okay, I will.
says, animal ordinance amend portion of chapter 90 for approval for publication. We'll table that.
You gonna table it? Okay.
We can table that, correct? I don't see an issue with tabling it. Till we have 3 votes, that's what I'm
Okay,
gonna
all
do.
right. That's fine.
You skipped over number 3 to me out there.
What 3? This?
Yeah.
Appearance by citizens?
Yeah.
You got my hand on citizens. These contractors.
They are though.
Oh, they're here for the free
Okay.
food.
Then
They heard there was food here.
Well, they were here for the chickens, but
Now,
He brought some chickens in a pan.
I haven't given.
That
That's
is
the best kind of chicken.
Yeah, I'm here for the free food too.
That's what
How do you
Put it in the freezer and you get cooked.
What you got need?
No.
But you're
Holy
tabling the.
Can't wait for the black one.
Yes.
All black one. I want to see what that would taste like.
chicken.
If I taste something different, that would like it a little different.
Police report, Mr. Bush.
Alright, we I removed the old 800 radio in the white car, and we Tech and Jeff installed the new radio in it. Waiting on the other radio to arrive for the charger. Parking issue on North Green Street. And, that parking issue was also a result of a complaints of a white truck going around town. It was pretty loud. I don't know if you ever heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Every day.
Yeah, so he's running straight exhaust on that. So I told him that if I got any more complaints on it, then he's going to get ticketed for it. So I just tried to be fair warning for him to don't drive around town giving it gas because he's running straight exhaust. We done the bolo wrap demonstration last month. People like that. I thought it was kind of neat. Sister County with a 1050 that's an accident with somebody with a deer just west of town. Gave Anita the latest inventory, which that included. We added $64,800 drag grant for the license plate readers, laptops, and vests, and also we added $15,000 for the Wayne County grant, AEDs, 2 encrypted car radios, and the bolo wrap. So almost $80,000 this year was added to our inventory through grants, which made it real nice. It was jumping through a lot of hoops though, but I guess in the end it's probably worth it. Had 5 tickets and 3 warnings. That's about.
Excuse me? Yeah. Actually, it was from last month, those hours were. I noticed in last month's minutes, number 5 or 4, which one was it?
4.
4 only had 0 hours, and on this one he's got 10 hours.
Correct, Jeff.
Excuse me?
Oh, well, not Jeff,
Pick up
but
the
Brian.
paper then. But this was laying here. Do you have a new one down there?
Shows 10
Thank you.
hours, though.
Thank you.
What'd you say? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Jeff?
No, not Jeff. Brian. That was
Brian. I
Brian.
thought it was
Yeah.
probably Brian. Okay. Tell him watch it.
Oh, I did.
G1, you got 15.5.
Yeah, it was a low month for me last month.
Good.
What'd you say?
I don't think we had a lot of. I think we got $8 from.
We got 2
Hagerstown.
tickets. We got $8.
We got $8.
from Hagerstown, yeah.
Because I had to run the deposit to Richmond because it was $8.
You had that one check you had to deposit?
Well, there was a couple
There
of.
was another
There
one.
wasn't much.
Yeah.
$8. Yeah, that cracks me up. People think we get all the money off those tickets.
Yeah, I got a phone call saying, I know how Greensfork can get a lot of money, just give more tickets.
I'd have to give out 1,000 tickets a month.
I said, that back then it was $3 a
Yeah,
ticket. I said,
You'd have
$3
to
a
hire
ticket.
one more band.
Nah, I'm
That's
not,
so funny. They said, oh.
no, I've never been a big fan of trying to generate cash through tickets. That's how corruption starts.
Well, then the best way to do it, instead of getting $4, you would have to have your own court and get it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would take it to run your court.
Gotta be like Hagerstown. They have a judge and all that stuff. It's
Anybody have any questions for Officer Bush?
No. I make a motion we accept the police department report.
I'll second it. Motion's been made and properly seconded to accept Rick's report for last month. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say the same. Motion carried. Thank you. We're in a hurry, Clint. We'll get to you.
Oh, it's fine. I'm no hurry.
Sit there and work up appetite.
That's why I say I'm here for free food too.
that's
So.
right. There we go.
Wastewater treatment plant monthly report. Don't look like we have one of those. Everybody's toilets are flushing, so evidently it's still in service. Yeah. Facilities report. It's facilitating, so evidently it's still working. There's nobody here to give that report either.
What report?
But
Facilities coordinator report. Did you have one, Brenda? Did you have something for it?
we don't have anything. Doug usually gives an oral report, doesn't he?
Yeah. Building Commissioner Bob Bullock. One thing, speaking of Bob Bullock, end of the year, Bob's done. He's retiring. I have spoke with Steve Higginbotham, who is Wayne County. He will come to our next meeting and give us some options, hopefully.
How you spell his last name?
Higginbotham, okay, Higgenbothen.
Okay, I got the
That
first
sounds
part, but I didn't
Higginbotham.
get the last part.
Steve.
No idea.
Okay.
I think Prince might have it.
I used to have it when he was chief of Hagerstown, but I don't have it anymore.
Chief
Yeah, he was chief of Hagerstown for a while.
Police, Steve was?
Yeah, I remember that.
He was the girls' basketball coach when I was in high school.
Oh, yeah? What was that, about 8-9 years ago? Oh, Doug! There he is.
Well, there he is.
I guess I don't have it.
That's all right. Yeah, Higginbotham, it's close. How's the treatment plant? Flowing? Flushing?
Still smells bad.
Everything's good, huh?
Still smells bad. Yeah, I got it. Higin.
Higin.
Botham.
Higginbotham, did I like saying?
His
Higginbotham.
Huh.
I added an extra N in there.
Facilities coordinator, you came just in time, Doug.
Let me go back out.
How's the
No, that's not necessary.
How's the coordinator? Everything okay?
Yeah, we're waiting on pumps.
Pump?
Yeah.
He said what? Scott said what about the pumps?
We lost a pump. It won't seal and burn up. We've got to replace the base elbow. We actually lost two pumps. One at the lift station, one at the plant.
You got one the other day, you never used it, did you?
Yeah, that was my spare for the lift station.
Okay.
So do we have one on the shelf now plus everything?
For the lift station, yes. So we're still waiting on the one for the plant out there. We've got to get down and replace the base elbow. So we've got to suck the raw influent tank out. And I've got to get in the bottom of it.
For your information, because you're the coordinator, because you're the fire chief, what we've decided to do, we hadn't finalized, we had now, we just now did it. The fire contract, but one of the stipulations, and it's what we had talked about before, is if there's gonna be a controlled burn between you, your team, and the people that they're doing the controlled burn for, to tell them that how long it's gotta be gone.
You got a number?
Excuse me?
You got a number on it? How long it takes?
No, we figured that would be up to you guys, because the deal would be made between you and the homeowner, so that way we didn't have to
Well,
fool.
do you have a time frame you would expect it to be gone in?
I would say 10 days. If that's reasonable, but then again, I don't, like the control burn that you guys did, what would be, that was a garage, correct?
Yeah.
What would be a fair time?
I would say that'd be fair. If you're looking at a full-blown structure, which we may not ever get one of those here in town.
Well, and that's why I figured
Yeah.
it'd be best to leave it to you guys, because you're gonna be the one, they're not gonna come to us and ask us for a control burn, they're gonna come to you anyway.
Yeah.
And just like everybody thinks you're the Greensfork Fire Department, well, you are, but you're not.
Right.
You're Clay Township. And that's what I said, that this ordinance covered Clay Township and the town. So it'd probably be best to leave it to you guys. That way we don't have to change it and send it back to the lawyer
And the
it's
paper.
a done deal now.
Yeah, well, and again, if we know what you expect, I think we can make it work too, so.
No building inspector. I was telling them that Bob's retiring at the end of the year, and we've got the county's gonna come to our next meeting, Mr. Higginbotham. You pronounced it right, I think. Give us some options, I hope. Sewer utility monthly income and disbursements, need a more billing clerk.
Oh, right. In November, we took in $13,000 and we only spent 11,000, so that was a good month.
Yeah, he spent 5,000 this morning when he come to work.
I know. You never know. We run so close. It's a concern. On November the 1st, when we done the billing, we had 13 accounts that was into 90 days delinquency, but this clerk treasurer only had to record 3 new sewer liens in November. And at this time, we have 37 outstanding sewer liens yet to be paid through the Wayne County Treasurer's Department. That's not something we enjoy doing, but you have to. It's mandated we have to do that in case somebody don't pay their sewer bill. And the last 10 years, that sure has helped. We've taken in enough to stay afloat. That's just about it.
Anybody got any questions of Peter? I'll make a motion to accept the lead and sewer income and disbursements report.
I'll second that.
Motion been made and proper second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say the same. Motion carried. Thank you. Street report. What do you got for street report there, street guy?
Well, looks like they're picking up leaves a lot and working on, looks like you have to work on the leaf sucker.
Yeah.
So they worked on a dumpster? Is that what I'm reading right?
Where you at?
Right here. Is it? So that's it?
It's hard to read.
Help Doug.
We ran the dumpster.
On, okay, help
Oh.
Doug on the dumpster.
Okay.
Let out of the plant. You have to tuck it
Okay.
down.
And work on new sign.
Oh, yeah. We got a new sign here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice looking sign, very, very nice sign. I don't know, was that done at,
There's some
A+,
photos.
sign,
on
A
it.
sign.
Oh, they used their backhoe to put that up.
Okay, so I was wondering what sign it was talking about.
Yeah. I got my phone real
Alright.
quick and snapped some photos.
It looks like mostly they're doing leaves.
and leaf season is over, right?
Yes.
That's what
Good.
See, they carried it up here in the, bucket too,
Oh, yeah.
of the backhoe.
Well, backhoe's useful.
Oh my gosh, yes, I don't know what we've done without that, it saved us so much
I
money.
know we gotta put money in it, but we got it pretty cheap, so
You
it's worth
just a
putting
little
money in.
money, you've done
Oh,
some
yeah.
hydraulics and stuff, you know, it's paid for itself over and over. They
Oh,
took
yeah.
down, what, 3 trees right here, or was it 4 trees, Doug? You guys took
I think
down
we took down 4.
4 trees right here, and that lot there, and if you had somebody come in and do it, we can afford
Yeah,
it,
it's gonna
but
cost.
him and his guys done it.
Okay, 11/18, pick up leaves last time, worked on leaf sucker. 11/26, pick up leaves last time, broke down leaf sucker.
Is the leaf
Little
sucker
confused on that.
fixed? or-
We've got,
It's-
we're gonna have to, before next season, we've got to order some parts for it. The rocks and the limbs and all that stuff, the trash that gets thrown in there, it eats up the exhaust chute, eats up the impeller.
You had made a screen for that one time to
Put a rock bucket on it, that helped, but, you know, we haven't replaced an impeller in 3.5 years, 4 years.
It's probably due.
Oh, yeah.
People don't have a clue what it costs to pick up the trees, we got equipment going.
no. Alright. I'll make a motion that we accept the street report
I'll second that.
Motion been made, properly seconded, accept police report, all in favor, or the leave street report. Man, I'm.
You're having trouble,
I'm
man.
hungry. Yes, I am. My tongue's getting in the way of my teeth. All in favor, say aye.
Alright.
New business is the trash contract. That's what Mr. Clint is here for.
You got copies of it too.
Yeah. Well, did you even get a look at the trash contract?
I looked at them the other day, but like a month or two ago, whatever it was.
Best Way had gave us up to a 5-year contract. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 5-year contract. Rumpke did us a 3-year contract. Some of the things that were discussed last month was that to switch from Rumpke to Best Way, it would entail having to get rid of the Rumpke containers and get Best Way will supply 1 container, and if you need another one, they will rent. Correct?
Yes, and the resident has to go through, just like if you're a county stop, you call in there, and it's $4 a month, breaks up, and they bill every quarter, so it'd be $12 a quarter for an extra can. And thing about when you get our cans, because we use the trucks that got the arms on them and dump them, if we tear a wheel up or crack a can, the drivers sometimes catch it, and they'll report it because we're GPS tracked and got running computers in our trucks, and we can put notes and stuff in there. If a resident calls in and say, hey, my wheel's cracked, my can's cracked, and I'm not going to talk bad about any other company, but
Right.
one thing about Best Way, when you call this number on your paper, you're calling MODOC office. You're not calling a call center.
It's just,
You call that office, talk to one of our girls in there, out of the 6 or 7 girls in there. They know us. We know the drivers personally, and you know.
So I got a little bit of questions about this stuff.
please, do.
Yeah.
It's time to.
Because currently now, people put their trash out or whatever.
Yes.
And okay, you're saying we get 1 container, right?
Correct.
Well, a lot of times you say, like Christmas is a good example. Say you can't get everything in 1 container, you end up setting it next to them. So is that stuff gonna sit there then, or what?
On Christmas, we all, and I told Bud when I got here, I'm actually a driver full time for him, and so I do the job myself, and I help out sales on the side. So me as a driver, I go and go to town Christmas time. It's a given that you got extra. Us drivers, we get, as long as it's not a continuous problem every week, I'll help out a resident, if they got it's somebody that's got 7, 8 people or whatever living in a house that has just extra after extra every week. Because that's how we're able to go at a cheaper rate, because we got 1 man on the truck and we can come in. What's a town this size? What is this? 300 homes?
Yeah, something like that.
300 homes?
No, that's residents.
Population, we don't have 300 homes. No.
Okay, 200. So we'd be in and out here. A town like this, we could be in and out here in about an hour and a half at the most.
Yeah.
And that's just.
I'm just concerned because a lot of times, I notice people put the trash up and go, okay, we got boxes, they won't fit in the container
Yeah,
or something like that, so they just set them next to them.
yeah.
And Rumpke's always just pick them up and.
That is the thing about rear loads that Rumpke still runs. I mean, Rumpke and some of the other cities, bigger area where they cover, they run automated too, and they just do total. It just, this area, that's one thing we will do. Let me read this. Best way for one pickup per month of items. Okay, so I'm guessing there's people here that set out couch or a chair or whatever, something large item, mattress. They all do it. We send another truck around first in all of our town contracts. We send a truck around, and it'd be like the first Tuesday of every month. And they come and pick up, you know, if you got a big box or something, that a dryer came in or something that our weekly trucks can't get, they sit out that first Tuesday of the month. And the second truck comes in, picks up all the bulky items and some, you know.
So basically, like, instead of being able to set stuff out, I'm not talking like the huge stuff, but the stuff that doesn't actually fit in we would have to hold it.
The big stuff, yes.
It was brought up, after he talked, I think last week, one of our people who was at the town meeting brought up that they had, they liked the idea that if you had an extra and you had, say, a 30-gallon can with handles on it,
Yeah.
somebody's gotta get out, that they like the thought that being Rumpke does get out, grab the can, they'll grab that one also.
Yeah,
Whereas that's where it won't.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
It is fully automated. What else was something brought up? Kathy said she had received a call from a towns member about they personally preferred Rumpke because we have been with Rumpke forever.
Yeah.
And they like the fact that if once a week Rumpke will pick up a large item.
Yeah.
Couch, chair.
Mm-hmm.
They are more, but
We only have 182.
182, so that'd take about an hour, in and out, about an hour. I mean, that's, you know, thing about toters and everything being toters, not, you know, and every town that's ever switched us, you know, they have their doubt, you know, it's normal. And after they do it, they end up loving it because actually they're pretty much animal free, you know. I don't know if got a coon problem here or a dog problem that tearing the trash. And it takes quite a bit of wind to blow them toters over. I mean, you have to have 40, 50 mile an hour gusts and everything that is one advantage to having everything in a can. And when we leave, the cans are standing up. And
what's the price of extra price for extra can? You say $4?
$4 a month, it'd be $12 a quarter. And that's completely outside town. They just have to call.
$4 a month.
$4 a month, yes.
Something.
And if you had people, say for instance, some of the towns I run a lot of more up north, Jay County, Delaware County, big town contract. You know, you could be in communication if you're clerks or whatever, and somebody's not paying their water bill, their sewer bill, and you shut their water off. Well, because we have a whole list of customers in town, how we run that route. One of you or whoever could call in or send a list the best way and say, hey, don't pick these people's trash up because they're not paying the utilities. And that's something that, you know, and if the town tells us not to pick trash up, and I've had places where they say, oh, they're 2-3 months behind, they haven't paid their water bill shut off. As soon as they shut their trash off, I'd rather have water, take a bath or shower, you know. But as soon as you shut their trash off, they're like, they pay their bill.
We have people that don't pay trash because their sewer utility goes to sewer.
Because what?
When I do the billing for trash and sewer,
Yeah.
we have customers that don't pay here at the office, and we have to do a sewer lien. And when we do a sewer lien, then they only pay their trash.
Yeah, but they
We
still
got
get picked
customers.
up, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
just kind
But
of
if you-
my question is, say if we went to something like that, if you cut them off, that monthly price comes off our bill.
I think to change it, I think it has to be so many to go and redo the contract. It's so many homes, it has to fluctuate like 5 or something, you know. It has to be a number there worth everybody's time to.
See, we have.
But if you gain, you know, same way, not just if you lose, but if you gain a few, you know, if you gain 1 or 2 or 3 homes, we're not gonna come back and say, hey, you gained by 5 or 6 homes, you know, the same difference.
The only time ours changes is if we lose a home or they build a new home.
Yeah,
If there's a
no
home
extra
and it's
loss.
empty, they get billed. The owner gets billed for that. If they're, say it's a rental,
Yeah,
because we can't, you know, say, okay, stop and start.
yeah,
stop
rental,
and
but
start.
or like for somebody that don't pay their, I don't know how many you have in town, or if you got anybody that got their, well, you don't have water, do you?
No,
So,
Just sewer and trash.
So
Sewer
we
and
can't
trash.
shut off
Yeah.
sewer.
but you could still, I mean, they could you could give us the addresses and say, don't pick these up or don't even send them a can, you know.
We
When-
have $1,848 overdue in trash.
Really.
$1,800.
So if they don't have a can because they're behind on their sewer and stuff, and like if you went with us, I'm sure you could pull a report of all the addresses that you want cans set at that are active, and that's how we'll come in and set them, and all of our cans have serial numbers on them. So if this house is supposed to have this can with this serial number, and their neighbors shut off because they haven't paid their trash and sewer, us drivers, we can see, well, they try to outsmart us. They try to take their can over to their neighbors to get it done, you know, so we,
See, the problem we would run into is that they wouldn't care. And we'd have cats and dogs dragging stuff all over town and,
well, if you'd rather just dump it, that's up to you. That's just
You
something,
know.
yeah.
that's one of the things we have to look at.
And one thing Niles just told me the other day before he left,
I'm sorry.
We only have 179 trash pickups.
Well, we added we got 182 right now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what we had, yeah. You're
And-
right, that's what it was.
Give or
But
take,
these
plus or minus
up
5%.
here on,
and Niles,
North Main.
I guess by talking, you weren't here last time, you didn't meet the main salesman.
Yeah.
I talked to him before he left. He went on a long weekend trip. He said no extra charge, we would set up to like a 40 yard every year for you here or somewhere, you know, if you had, I heard your street guy talking about limbs getting in, like in fall time, if you want a dumpster, we could set a dumpster out here and you fill it up, yard waste, or if your leaf back went down, you could fill it up with leaves or whatever. And that's just something we could throw into. And you
Didn't I
could,
see something here that there would be Rumpke's the one that's got the dumpster at the fire station? Okay.
now does the fire station pay or is that through the town?
no, the fire station pays
Yeah, they
$2.
pay.
That's all we charge them.
Okay, well, see, cause some towns, they set up the businesses or whatever. Like some towns, they offer just residential homes, like the fire stations and the town businesses are the commercial side of it on their own, you know, so I didn't know. So you're saying that, fire station dumpster is, you charge it,
I just
Ten-
bill the fire
you
department
buy it,
$10.
okay.
Everybody gets billed $10.
Yeah.
And that doesn't near pay for it, but
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the cheapest I've heard, cause a lot of towns, they bump their trash up every so many years.
There's
Yes.
probably a good chance that we're gonna need to bump it up here. at
Yeah.
some
I see
point.
it coming.
Brenda, what'd you say, dear? I did
I
not hear
said
you.
the dumpster probably is paid for by the fire department. They
No,
probably
it is
have-
not.
It's not, it's through the town,
It is.
Oh, wow.
and what is it, a 2 yard probably, a small one?
It's small.
It's small,
My suggestion is get rid of the dumpster altogether and we'll just get a separate can.
You
I'm
get a
tired
what?
of cleaning up people's.
yeah,
trash.
cause thing
Everybody
like,
bringing it in.
yeah, people country or got something, they use your dumpster and fill it up,
Yep.
don't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
And by, if they just had toters sitting out,
it's
Well,
not
people in
So-
town, I've caught so many of them.
Yeah.
Compare these numbers.
and sometime for the town, like a fire department, cause you're a non-profit, you know,
Per unit, but
I would say we
these
could
aren't apples to oranges.
put you down for a second can and not charge,
Exactly. No.
No, because
not make you pay, I mean,
this is like you're getting a luxury car, and this is like
But
you're
if
getting
they
a
want
common
a
car.
can, they
Right.
come through you.
Exactly. I guess that's a good way to look at it.
Because, like, if
This
I
one you
put
get
my-
a chauffeur, and this one you gotta drive yourself.
yeah, because I mean, on this one, it's $1 less. But if I could put my roller out there, and they're gonna get it. But on this one, I could put my roller. Well, the container, the trash can.
The one,
Okay.
right.
So on this one, I pay $14. They come, they pick that up. On this one, I can put my can out there. Plus, if I have boxes like from Chewy, Amazon,
Right.
or something like that, they're gonna grab all that. They're
Right.
not doing that over here.
Exactly.
It's not the same thing.
And that's what we need to take into consideration, but I mean, it is what it is. This can go up to 5 years, and this one can go up to 3 years.
I think,
And I tell you something, we had said before they left, Brookies made the comment about, well, we didn't know we could do a 5-year. And I said, we've just come off a 5-year. And you had said that you didn't like that because it might have, with the gas prices fluctuating, I'm sure it made a big difference. So they, and I said, well, you could give us a 5-year quote then. And I spoke with him today, and he was very honest, and I respect what he said. He said, you know, I just got off the phone with the main guy that deals with this for Rumpke, and he said that it would be unethical for them knowing already because they were both here.
Yes.
Yeah.
He said it wouldn't be fair and right
And
for
we're the
them
same.
to be right, and I'm sure you guys would be exactly the same.
Yeah, we're competitors, but we're not gonna cheat each other.
Exactly.
I mean, it's,
The biggest concern that I've heard is of the, like if you got 2 cans out and one of them, the second one is not your can, it's not gonna get dumped.
Yeah.
And that was a big complaint because a lot of people do that. A lot of people have already purchased Rumpke containers. I don't think they rent them. I
they
think
don't, they build them.
they buy them.
See, the reason we won't sell them, cause if we tear ours up, we own them, we tear them up.
You replace it.
You know, somebody could put hot ashes in and melt it down, be the resident's fault. The best way is gonna bring a new one out. No, I mean, if it started happening every week, that they're
Right.
burning their trash can down, they might. But 'cause if there's an accident, we're not gonna say nothing. We're gonna give them
I got you.
5 years from now, though, basically is same price as Rumpke 3 years from now. Did you
yeah,
hear
and
me
then
say
this one comes with the extra container for the fire.
Right, 2 yard, and Doug just said they would rather not have them.
and we could give you, if you want,
People come from out of town and dump their stuff in it, and it blows all over their property, and then they got it cleaned up. I'm
and
sorry.
we would throw in a second, fire department, because it's not a business making money, we could.
My biggest concern right now is just there's a dollar. Well, I mean, the cost difference. You guys are cheaper, but you're not offering the exact same thing they're offering. And I think that's going to cause a lot of people to be upset.
But when you come around and pick up a large item on Tuesday,
No.
first Tuesday, they come around and pick up a large item. Can you have all kinds of stuff out there?
Yeah, people said all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's not hazardous, it's not
They
paint.
can throw their extra
Is
stuff out then.
Is that
He said they come around the first
They come around the
Tuesday
first Tuesday of
month,
every month and
do a large item.
do a large item. I'm not just talking out, you can put your which people put their chewy box,
Whatever.
yeah. I mean,
So I get that.
or Amazon boxes and stuff like that? I mean, you're not going to be able to get all those to fit in the.
And I break them down. I
Yeah,
think
break
I
'em
switched
down.
over to these guys and I just break my boxes down and I fill them up. But I've never had a problem with these
if you
guys.
break your stuff down, and I agree with him completely. If you break stuff down, them cans hold a bunch. But if you just start throwing a whole box in there, there's a lot of air space, and a lot of wasted
Oh,
space. I mean, and that's a way, it's easy to take it out to the curb and just, hey, let's try. Landfills wouldn't fill up as fast if people just run up to the transfer station, Hagerstown, and recycle their boxes, free. Wayne County has them, 2 or 3 locations that have recycling, to,
Papers and stuff for free.
yeah, that they can take paper, cardboard. But that extra $4 a month, $12 a quarter, she
And
don't
that-
have to bill that. She's not in charge of that resident
That would be between you guys and the resident.
and the resident. And we've seen towns, they switch, think people's gonna be upset. A lot of people, they tend to like, people, I've heard people personally say, well, I can't take out my 3 cans. Well, they like, heck, we pay for an extra can now. But instead of driving boxes out, we can grab a can with each hand. That's if you got 2 hands, but yeah. Grab a can each hand, make one trip to the curb, and boom, they're done. And the wind blows or whatever, the animal.
Those dumpsters are pretty good size. I had them for years and years now.
I'm just telling you from my experience as a driver and doing it for 20 years, what I've,
Oh right, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
I know you guys did put your liability insurance on, or he did when he brought us this last week.
And something else, just like, when did you have your, are you the fire chief too?
Yeah.
When did you have your benefit? Cause I just live outside town, but
What was it, September?
September,
Yeah.
you know, something else we did, I mean, you guys don't have a parade down here, but like a lot of towns, like Jubilee Days and Hagerstowns. And if the fire department had something, they needed 5 or 6 extra toters, you know, for their weekend festival to raise money. We're gonna bring the cans down and provide you trash service, and we'll bring, you know, if it's our event, we might drop them off Friday. We try to take care of our customers, you know, and help them out when they need help to raise money for a department, or, and not just make money off of them.
Okay, they're very good contracts. Both of them are good contracts, and I do understand what Scott is saying here. That was the same concern of Kathy's and the phone call that she got also. And the individual that was here last month had made the comment that they had extra things, and I kind of got the idea that it wasn't. They had an extra Rumpke can, plus they still had extra, and it was always got taken. Mm-hmm. So they weren't necessarily in favor with this, but one town member don't make a difference. You see what I don't
Yeah,
mean?
you guys are the elected.
Yeah, we're the ones that got stuck, and I made the comment on the phone today. It's one of them deals, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't in a situation like this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna please everybody.
Yeah.
So, we will, vote on it. I'm kinda leaning, I know, it'd be starting the 1st of January, so we can't drag it out too much longer, but I'd feel more comfortable if all 3 of us could. But she did tell me, but that's just me saying it. She did tell me on the phone what her vote was.
How many weeks we got left?
But
It
I
would
don't,
take- we got the cans, Ray. We keep so many cans in stock. We're,
Why don't you guys have another meeting?
Executive, or,
Not
Work
executive,
session?
do another quick public meeting, you gotta post it 48 hours.
I mean, you have,
Excluding weekends and holidays.
so it started to, you know, cause your last pickup here is Tuesday the 31st, New Year's Eve. So we'd, you know, say we got it, and it'd still be Tuesday too, cause the truck that runs right around Greensfork, and, well, there's a truck that comes down into town on Monday and turns around and runs, and then the truck that would run it comes off Carlos Road, would come down in to run the town, but
so Tuesday would be the pickup day?
yes,
Like always
yeah, it
been.
would not move. It would not move pickup days, it would be Tuesday still.
I kinda like what Brenda said. I think what we'd like to do is, we will schedule a meeting, within the next week, and notify you guys by the,
I mean, if we have to do it even right after Christmas, we can,
right.
we have time.
That'd be close.
Well,
The,
I mean, it's not gonna matter, because if they are awarded the contract, they're not gonna they can't do anything till the 1st of the year anyway, because Rumpke's gonna have to pick up their stuff, or vice versa.
well, if we set cans, say we got it, we set cans, Rumpke's last day would be the 31st.
Right.
We'd probably be in here that day, or even, and all trash companies do it, you know, maybe even that Monday, the 30th, because we don't want people to go without trash cans, you know, that, oh, Rumpke's gonna come in, take their Rumpke containers back, or what, you know, if they aren't bought and rented through Rumpke.
Well, when Rumpke don't pick up the 31st, that'd be still in our contract.
We should say they bring their cans in a day early.
We'd bring cans in. Sometimes we bring them in several days early, and they,
You would have to have a drop dead decision by when?
I think,
What'd you say, the 27th? 27th?
I say get through this week and next week, if we could have an answer by next Friday, and that gives us cause then you're going into Christmas week and we'll
What's the
take
date of
Christmas
next
Day.
So
Friday?
you're saying the 20th?
Christmas is Wednesday.
Yeah, we're yeah, like a week from tomorrow, or is that enough time, or
The 20th.
20th?
Yeah, we could, schedule a meeting, if we schedule the meeting tomorrow and post it. Got 2 days, we could have it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week.
Hey, buddy. Someone might mention this to Walt because they use 4 or 5, 6 totes in front of the diner.
That's another thing I was thinking of too. Is
He would need to be made aware that he's going to have to contact these guys if they if you went that direction.
And do you guys have commercial rates and residential rates for rentals of the containers?
The big,
Well, no, the extras, the $4.
no, it'd be 4.
So if the restaurant needed 6, it'd be $24
Yes,
a month,
yes.
or 72 quarterly. That's 3 times.
And I could-
72.
You mean they're paying the same rate that the diner is right now as, like, say, you are, and they got, wow, that's a good deal for them.
Well, they may have to buy or rent those containers.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah.
renting them from Rumpke.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
they
rugby.
don't come
Okay,
to
so they
us.
just don't furnish. Yeah, it'd still be $4. I mean, it'd be
They get one, and any
Yeah.
more than one. If they got 6, 5 of them gonna cost them.
yeah.
I got you.
Now is that how they do it through? I'm guessing.
I don't know how they do
They
it.
don't do it through our office.
Yeah, they don't
have
do it
to
through
go
themselves. That's
Rumpke.
between them and Rumpke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like it'd be between
You guys
them
are
and
real.
Bestway.
So that's what we'll do. We will notify you by the 20th, and we'll schedule and it will take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and we'll have the board make a decision, and we'll call.
And if
them
you
all.
have any questions before then, I can get. Niles will be back Monday. He can fluctuate price. He can like.
Can we wheel and deal with it? Can we
Yeah.
say, tell you what we'll do? We'll give
Well,
you some
like that-
chickens. Or what if we offer chicken eggs
Well, maybe.
for a discount?
Like that dumpster up there at the fire station, he might say, hey, if you don't want a dumpster because everybody dumps in it that's not supposed to, he might offer,
That happened. Okay, I think we beat this horse enough.
Do you wanna schedule a meeting then for the 19th? That'd give us plenty of time to get it,
What
everybody
day does
aware
that
of
fall
it.
on?
The 19th, be a week.
That's a
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, it's a Thursday.
A Thursday, sorry.
Yeah,
Is that okay,
Thursdays work best. for
Thursday
me.
the 19th.
I thought you called on Thursday.
They haven't started that league up again because they mismanaged some
So
stuff.
what time are you guys saying?
7
Oh,
o'clock?
you're saying 7 o'clock? Okay.
I don't know.
We-
if it's
What's the
7.
best time for you?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not
it'll
gonna
be-
work till 5. So,
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
and if I run late for whatever reason,
Oh, that's fine. I was just asking.
I need to have a little bit of time to get here.
December the 19th at 7 o'clock.
Exciting day for that day.
Do what?
It's an exciting day for.
Exciting day for Dan.
No, never mind.
No, we'll talk about that later when we're not on TV.
but yeah, any question, concerns, don't hesitate to call. I mean,
Well, you want us to call you or the other guy?
I'd call Niles because he's in the, I'll probably be in a truck. Do you have his number? Or call the vet,
You got it handy. I'll just write it on this
Yeah.
right here.
Or the office, I'll just give you the office, is that good?
Sure.
765-853-5714.
So that's MoDOT.
Modoc, yep. Anytime you call up there, you talk to Modoc, you don't talk to just
Okay.
yeah.
Well, we'll leave that at that for now. We don't want you to run off just because we're
Yeah,
going to
no.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's food.
Yeah.
Trash contract.
Stuff.
Fire protection agreement is taken care of.
No,
Correct.
This is different.
Oh, it's different. Oh, yeah, I know what that one is.
Yes.
Inflation. Did you have a chance to look through it?
No, he's probably gonna, now here's another copy.
Huh?
Oh. Yeah.
I've looked at it.
Yeah, you read it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already read it. If we do it Monday, we'd be okay.
Hopefully she'll be better by then.
Is that the same or?
Yeah, that's just 2 copies.
That's still pretty reasonable.
Well, I mean,
And we ain't got
What's-
much choice anyway.
yeah, what's the other choice? Yeah.
Probably just burn until it's.
Or transfer the fire department to Greensfork.
And then we charge people when you respond. Basically, this is just, what's the thing, it went up $400 or $500 or,
Probably.
cause I was looking at both of them.
5%.
It's pretty reasonable.
5% and that's the first raise they've had. I don't think they've raised it every year, have they?
No.
No, it hasn't been raised probably in 15, maybe a little longer than that.
I think it's been the same.
So we just need to sign this.
We need to vote on it. We gotta agree that that's what we're gonna do. Like you say, what choice do you have?
Yeah, I make a motion, we accept the fire protection agreement.
I'll second that. Motion's been made and properly seconded to accept the fire protection agreement for 2025 to 2026. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say the same. You didn't oppose that, did you? Okay, I thought I heard you say it right.
Which one do we actually need to sign though? Usually has it marked.
We don't have one. Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
This the one.
yeah, we can find both of them, and I can send one copy back to, the trustee. Or Doug can take it with me.
Oh, they're not even gonna read my writing
I know.
though.
You could print your name underneath it.
Yeah, I'll use the bottom one. That way they can read it.
Probably why they got rid of cursive in schools, so people wrote like you did. And we do appreciate that, all you guys do. You do a very good job, and you seem to have a very well qualified staff.
Thank you.
Pretty fast on your response times too.
I'm trying.
Only because we wouldn't let them shut down Water Street, that's it.
That's right.
That's the only reason. Okay, red flag review, identity theft prevention document for town of Greensfork. This kinda all new stuff to you, isn't it?
Okay,
I
this is
forgot.
something you guys look at every year, and if you wanna add to it, change it, and let us know.
We change it about every year, don't we? Every change. Bring it on.
You have to visit it every year. Yeah. Okay. And
This plan is intended to identify red flags that will alert Greensfork governing body members to fraud.
Hey Rick, will you just take out the two top ones and leave that one in the refrigerator until it's gone?
This plan has been adopted by the Greensfork Town Council on November 26, 2010. It will be reviewed and discussed each year in the December's regular council meeting. If needed, this plan will be revised. I don't know that I want to read all this. Excuse me?
Let Scott read.
You don't have to read it out loud though.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Town of Greensfork Utility is not a creditor under the red flag rule. We provide a mandatory municipal service that a customer can't decline. Greensfork bills customers a flat rate for sewer and trash service, and this does not present a reasonably foreseeable risk from identity theft. Greensfork does not collect sensitive information from their utility customers. Greensfork Utility collects utility payments and tap permits. The town collects building permit monies, sanitation fees, fines, and fees from the town of Hagerstown Court. The town also receives the state revenue checks. These monies are deposited into a local bank and balances are checked regularly. They're checked by two people every time, aren't they, Nita?
Well, yes, when we deposit.
The bank statements are balanced promptly to the town's monthly balance sheet. The town personnel keeps all sensitive information, paper documents, and files stored in a locked file cabinet. Employees will not leave sensitive paper out on their desks when they are away from their workstation. That's you, Nita. Employees store files when leaving their workstations. Employees lock file cabinet when leaving their work area. Employees log off their computer when leaving their workstation. Access to sensitive information will be controlled using passwords. Employees will choose passwords with a mix of letters and characters. Passwords will be required and not be shared or posted near workstations. Yeah, if you write it right on the screen, that's giving me that somebody can break into it. Usernames and passwords will be different. The use of laptops will be limited to those employees who need them to perform their jobs. Laptops are stored in a secure place, and sensitive information will not be stored on their laptops. Employees never leave a laptop visible in a car unless you're the cop. They keep one in the car, don't they?
Well, yeah, well, not when it's parked outside, we bring it in.
Check references or do a background check before hiring new employees. We always do. Access to employees' personal identify information is limited to employees with a need to know. Any document containing a Social Security number will be shredded before placing in the trash. Social Security numbers will be redacted from any document requiring recording with the county unless required by law. Procedures exist for making sure that workers who leave the town employee no longer have access to sensitive information. Normally when we have someone that leaves the town employee, not so much by their wishes, but by ours, we change all the locks also. Employees will be alert to attempts at phone phishing. Employees are required to alert town council immediately if there is a potential security breach, such as a lost or stolen laptop. A paper shredder will be available in both the utility administration and police office. A paper record will be shredded before being placed into the trash. Employees who violate security policy are subjected to discipline up to and including dismissal. As a condition of employment with our town, all present and future employees are required to sign this document. By signing, you are agreeing to follow the town's confidentially, and security standards for handling sensitive data.
Do you wanna add anything to it?
You want to add anything to that? If you do, I'm not reading it.
No, actually, it's pretty good.
Pretty strict, isn't it?
I've seen stricter, but that one's pretty good for our purposes.
I'll make a motion that we go ahead and continue with this red flag.
I'll second.
Yeah, we have to.
Motion's been made and properly seconded to accept the red flag. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say the same. Motion carried. Thank you. You want me to go ahead and sign it up
Yes,
there?
sir.
don't you?
Yeah, Scott needs to sign.
Senior management person responsible for this plan, Brenda. We put Brenda's name here.
Yeah.
Hi,
She
Brenda.
can sign that.
This is 12/12/2024.
That was information we got.
Annual certification, internal controls, nepotism policy. Everybody know what nepotism policy is? We can't hire my wife or your wife to be on the board with us or to be under our supervision in any way.
Direct supervision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's one reason why we have one employee that hired on before nepotism laws came out. That's why we have kept this individual on our payroll, because they are our emergency help and they're very good at responding when we need them.
Yeah. 2 years, and then he's
And
one
nobody
for
else really
Scott.
wants
For
the job.
Scott to
What'd you
read
say?
and
And nobody else really wants the job either, so.
True.
And Brenda? This will be for Kathy.
So am I gonna put it here? Cause I got an actual elected, that was the point.
Council member, put council member.
This is something that has to be done every year. It's boring, I know to you guys, but it's something that's to be done.
Gotta do it again. Just put like carbon paper in between.
Town salary ordinance.
Okay, Brenda.
I could've just done the first one if I lined it up right.
Bits and pieces of it, and by the time I got it, I hadn't had time to look at it.
Okay,
And I only got 3 of them off. I couldn't get 4. She tried to email me this, and I couldn't, for whatever reason, it was 4 papers that she mailed, but I couldn't get 3 of them to print off.
File too big or what?
No, just I'm not a shop. Or 23, okay.
Okay, this is one that we read.
Mhm.
And he didn't have any emergency or anything, here's what Brenda.
Yes, I got them. Go ahead.
Okay,
The ones you sent me.
okay. I got
3.
you. And, oh,
watch these two over here.
Okay, I put. I changed that to 6 cents and she put that. That's fine. Where's one?
We look for 424.
No. And she said,
That's it, 424.
yeah, that's what I did. What is the sewer one? She said,
That's probably the one I couldn't print off. Let me see if it's
Okay,
under here.
it's
Wait a
right.
minute. Here it is.
fine. And you get somebody new, you want to give them more, that's fine.
Right.
I'm willing to do it for that and try.
Let me let him look these apples to apples. This is last year's, this is projected, or this is, yeah,
Right,
23.
24.
This is for 24.
One of them is what we're working on now, and the other one is proposed.
When did this,
I'm sorry. What?
when did that get moved up? Let's see, that's the one I couldn't find, I don't think, was the,
That, this is what is proposed for,
right,
25, isn't it?
yeah,
This is proposed
24.
for 25.
Right,
This is what would be effective January 25.
right,
And Brenda just found out if you want to do that because we have special projects. It don't have to be, you know.
I got you. We're locking this down at that right there.
I'm sorry.
I said we are, so where they're currently at now, I advise that we gotta go now or doing this much, correct?
This is what they're getting now.
This is for the sewer.
Yeah, this is wastewater, yeah. Not the state.
Huh?
Not the state.
You should know.
Yeah, I should.
It's me.
I'm good with it.
It's not about you being good.
What did this have on there in the right way? What was that?
Just leave it.
What was that under there?
Under what she marked through,
Yeah,
it was 13.
okay,
It matches the admin for the town because they're supposed to match.
They
They're
never
supposed to
have.
be the same. Now, whether you pay someone to
right,
raise it or not, but they're
exactly.
supposed to be the same.
It says from 850 to that, it don't say that you have to do that.
Yes.
This is a new one, right? Where's the old one?
This is new. Where's the old one? 323. Maybe that's the one I couldn't print. There was one I couldn't print.
I only sent you the new ones.
I
sent you the-
made a copy of the old, the
Okay.
present
I'm saying
one,
utility
and it's
material
somewhere here.
It'd be 323, correct? That's 24.
Oh, here it is.
See, yeah, the whole time. Yeah.
You do too. Here's yours.
Yeah,
What do you, buddy?
yeah,
You handed it to me.
this is what we're working with now. This is the present one.
Okay, this is the old one.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So
I
I'm
should have
looking.
highlighted this right here.
That's all right.
So these are the old ones. And here's the,
Proposed, you change it, do what you want to with it, you know.
where's the new one of this?
323. 324. See up here it
Yeah.
says for 2025.
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah, I didn't have that one. It was on my-
So basically, the only thing that changed was the special projects, basically, and
And emergency.
Emergency, yeah,
what was the old emergency rate?
We didn't have it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I got you.
it's more of an
323.
after hours emergency thing,
Yeah,
typically, the plant's going down.
yeah, that's
Went
good.
up in
It's
smoke.
not willy-nilly for plowing snow or. I think the guys came out and cleaned a bunch of trees up one time after a storm though.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you know, what you want that to be, but I mean, mostly it's sewer plant.
Like if he gets called out at 3:00 in the morning, like he
I
has.
gotta work in the morning.
Oh.
Well, I think
Once you
we're
go back, steal something as you're going out the door, put it in your pocket or something.
Oh, there's
No, I
money
mean,
back there.
get some specialty items in there, candy and stuff.
Oh, boy.
Uh,
I was gonna sit through it all, but I gotta get a route covered.
Clint, thank you.
Thank you. And he knows you'll be,
Guess my,
Reaching out
Brandon,
to
my
him.
question on this one right
Thank you,
here
guys.
was,
Yeah, grab some food in there.
that was facilities coordinator, is that,
Right.
and this emergency after hours directed toward him or her, whoever that would be
Whoever has
for
to do
that?
the emergency.
I guess my question is, so the people making this can make that if they come in after,
If it's a legitimate emergency and they're coming to do it in the middle of the night or after.
What's the
Weekends.
hours? Are you gonna stipulate the hours?
I was just curious because I've never seen it like that before. We didn't have it on the last one.
Well, we haven't had it. I thought you guys talked about this at
Because
the
we
last
talked
meeting.
about it last year.
Okay, I thought there'd been
And I
previous
thought
conversation.
Somebody was gonna vote.
That makes
so we
sense,
were
like, you
gonna
know,
do
if we
that,
have,
didn't do it.
say, a tree fall down in the middle of the night, we gotta get moved.
Oh, yeah.
It's, and I think, truthfully, I think it's mostly the wastewater plant.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, I mean, we have to call somebody out to do a pump. We call Coolies, it's gonna be a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just I mean, special projects, you guys need to approve those. I mean, that decide what's special because they do have, you know, regular duties that are the duties that aren't above and beyond.
Right.
Those sound reasonable to me.
Okay, well, make a motion. We can go eat some junk.
Yeah, I make a motion what are these called now?
Salary ordinance.
Salary
I
ordinance.
make a motion we accept the new town salary ordinances
I'll second it.
and sewer salary ordinances too.
Motion's been, we don't have to do two different motions, one for sewer, one for salary, or for
They're
town.
two separate ones.
I'd probably make both, since you have them on here,
Okay,
I'd probably do two.
Two separate motions.
Okay.
I would.
so you, I'm
Okay.
guessing you made the motion that we do the.
Town salary
The town salary order. I'll second that. Motion been made, properly seconded to accept the town salary ordinance. All in favor say aye.
Alright.
And it's ordinance for.
All opposed say the same. Town,
2-4.
for the
For the town.
let's do it for 26 and we just forget about 25. All in favor say aye.
Alright.
Aye. All opposed say the same. Now you wanna make a motion for
And
the
I wanna
sewer
make a
plant?
motion, we also accept the sewer salary ordinance as well.
I second that. Motion's been properly made to accept the sewer ordinance, salary ordinance. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And
Aye.
that is ordinance.
Ordinance 4-2024
No.
or 4-3.
The town is 4.
It's 5.
It's 5, okay.
It's on here.
For 2025.
That's weird.
It is, town is 4-2404. And the salary and the sewer is 05. With 2024 in front of both of them.
And where's the one we have to sign?
Right here.
She hasn't given it to, she won't give us that stuff that we absolutely have to have because we'll doodle on it.
This. Here is the town one, and you got the store one someplace over here, I think, don't you? You may not have.
Probably not. You haven't given it to us.
Is it this one?
Yep. Then it's 32024. This one is.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Yeah, these are the new ones right here. You had them.
Why does it say 05 here?
Yeah, there's a, on the agenda, it is, 05 instead of 3. You got the town salary ordinance is 42404, and here you got sewer salary
Okay,
ordinance
let me check over here and see.
202405.
We may have those wrong.
Well, if they're same as last year, it should be 3 and 4, like Scott said.
No, same as last year, no.
We may have done something before that already.
Okay, I got you. So it is 05 then.
She's looking.
It is 24.
It is, the salary, the sewer is 05,
Okay,
and the town is 04.
okay. Then we got
Then we need a new.
Because fire ordinance is 1. but
So this needs to be changed up here to be 5. That would need changed to 5 then.
The sewer is 5.
So this needs to be changed to 5.
Right here, that 5, right there.
I thought I said that 3 times. Okay, if that's where you want it, that's what we'll do. Okay,
Cause see, the fire ordinance is number 1.
okay.
The budget was number 2. The
You don't gotta explain to us. Scott saw a mistake. We just needed to fix it, and by golly, we did. I heard her. 4 and 5, yeah, okay, so we switched up to 4 and 5. So, we voted on it. Have we approved them? No. So the motion's been made to accept town and sewer, and the sewer was 5, 2024, not 3. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed say the same. Motion carried.
Now,
Motion
do
carried.
you need to initial this here?
Initial that, Scott. Please.
Up here.
Yeah,
Yeah, just right in there anywhere.
and then here's one you need to
And do we
sign.
need to sign this?
Yes, sir, and this one too.
Read mine, but oh well.
Last thing is sewer utility budget for 2025, and I've got that somewhere. Looks like that.
That's rural development.
Oh, yeah. Didn't you give me
Yes.
something earlier?
That's,
You've got it.
Oh, rural development?
Yeah,
Oh, so it's not sewer utility.
Well,
budget,
no,
it's sewer, okay.
it's, to me, it's the same thing, sewer,
Gotcha.
rural development is sewer.
Sewer utility budget for 2025.
Did we stay on budget for this past year?
It's the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
I don't know how they can put a budget on something when you don't know when the pump's gonna go, when you're gonna have to change
You
things.
just guess at it.
It's a wall.
Did we stay within budget or?
Actually, you almost spent as much as you brought in, and we had to go back from October, the end of October, to the end, the 1st of November to the end of October. And you guess at it, and it just tells you how much you have spent, how much you brought in.
Did we
They
guess
just
it?
wanna know that you can make your payments is what it means.
Exactly. That, they take off of this rural development, that's who we have the loans through.
Mhm.
So if they see it getting tight, they'll come down and say, you have to jack the rates. Then you gotta hire somebody to tell you how much you gotta jack it, and then it takes you a year and a half to get that money back, it's a crock.
Yeah, the consulting company.
But
charges
anyhow,
thousands of dollars.
This just, I make a motion that we accept this, I'm the only one that's gotta sign it, looks like me and Brenda, so. I'll make the motion that we accept the statement of budget income and equity for the sewer plant.
I'm ready to second that.
I appreciate that, motion been made, probably seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed say the same. I'll sign this. Approval of warrants. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Boy, this went a little longer than I thought. I thought we'd have a belly full of peanut butter candy and chicken wings and
Cookie.
make some doodles in there.
So it looked natural. I wonder if I should keep this in the office here for her to sign her nepotism form. She thinks so?
Say that again.
Should I keep this in the office here, the nepotism forms that
Oh,
Kathy
yeah.
has to sign?
Yeah, she gotta sign those too.
Yeah, she's gotta sign them, yes. Yes. Too much paperwork, guys.
You just have to buy me a stamp. Just get me an ink pad and I'll stamp.
Got a question. What is this, check number 55676?
A little more information.
Wayne Weaver, $43.72, 12/11/24.
Paycheck for 5 hours, I think, at the sewer plant.
Okay. I didn't know. I thought I'd ask. Well, no, I mean, you tell me without asking her where it come from or where it went to. I said, you tell me without asking where it went to or where it come from. There's nothing on there that says that.
It's a sewer check.
What? I
Okay.
knew the
I
answer.
should have knew that. Hell, I'm the clerk treasurer. I should have knew that. About done here, guys. Question, you'd asked me earlier, are the lights on, street lights, or
They're on.
they are on?
They're on.
So they weren't on last night.
They've been on.
They weren't on last night.
Where are they plugged in at?
They're on at the pole on the timing.
I'll make a motion, we accept the warrants.
I'll
Do
second
what?
that.
Motion been made and properly seconded to accept the warrants. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say the same. Anybody got anything for Nita, Doug? Anybody got anything for anybody other than you?
I do.
I got a thing.
Hi there.
So we had did I interrupt you?
No.
The September utility Duke Energy check never made it to Duke for some reason. I think
Lost
they
in the
have it.
mail.
I don't know. It hasn't cleared the bank, and they say they don't have it. So the big deal was they said that Duke wasn't going to turn the Christmas lights on because we had an outstanding balance from that September check. So I spent a considerable amount of time talking to him and trying to get it figured out, and finally caved and just sent a second check to Duke, overnighted it, just like they told me to. Paid $32 to overnight it, and it went to a post office box for Duke. Of course, nobody signed for it because it's a post office box, which is kind of stupid. I don't know why they gave me that address anyway. But nonetheless, they still haven't posted that check. The second check hasn't been posted, and the post office says they delivered it. And it's not cleared the bank either.
The big issue, that was in the same envelope, so if they got one check, why didn't they get the other check? Something's going on.
I
That
think I
can't be
hurt their
explained.
feelings with my
And
little
bills on
notes
my-
when I sent the bills and about telling them how to post the money.
You're talking
They just
Duke
said they
Energy.
wouldn't post it. Huh?
Duke Energy. We can't just do that one online.
I actually spent a considerable amount of time today on the phone with them and decided, screw it, I am gonna pay it online to get done with it after I talked to the bank, and she said that we'd only have to pay one stop payment fee on 2 checks. So I paid it just because,
This is one we signed.
but I'm glad they turned them on, but supposedly they weren't gonna turn them on until they got the check.
Yeah,
Huh.
they turned it
Yeah,
on on
yeah.
Saturday.
They were powered up when I came through. Yes, last night I didn't pay much attention to it when I came through.
Well, and the sad thing about it, you would think, Tuesday night I drove down through town at 10 o'clock at night, and I don't think it was on, but then again, I don't know if they were. Yeah, awful.
Well,
They're not as bright when they are, I mean, it's what lights used to, we used to have more of them. It was brighter, I think.
but they did turn them on today, they just promised me they would, it was
Yeah.
on a Saturday. But it was a hassle, she jumped through loops to get them on. But the checks were all in one envelope, if they got one, they should've got the other one.
Anybody got anything for anybody? Going once, yes.
The old flatbed. This may be the last season for it.
The last season for flatbed.
Yeah. The cab mounts are gone. Part of the floorboard's missing. She's getting rough.
What are we basically using that for now that we've got our own
Moves.
trailer?
Move snow and vault
Oh,
things that we've got to get.
We still don't have
Is it
the
a
white
97?
truck set up to put the plow on.
Plowing. No, we do not. Yeah,
But
that's a 97.
I see what you're saying. By
Yeah.
next year, we're gonna be needing to put the plow hook up on
It's
the
gonna
white
have to go on
truck.
the white truck.
Gotcha. And then, once we do that, we could do away with that red truck?
Probably.
Something we can
That
look into.
second truck has come in handy. I mean, I'm just saying, it really has. There's been times when we've had 3 trucks just because of what we were doing.
And 4 or 5 police cars, but we need to get
But I can't, bro, they won't let me use the police cars out there.
I would try that too. Okay, is that just, you just want to bring it up?
I just wanna
Something
bring
we
that up.
need to be looking
Yeah.
into the first of the year,
Or
decide what we need to do, if
Yeah.
we're gonna replace it, or,
what we need to do with it, yeah.
okay.
It's just junk.
It's served us well over the
She
years.
has been a good truck.
Yeah.
Served us well over the years. Anybody got anything else?
I do. The fax machine will be shut off January 25th, so we won't have it anymore. $155 a month. And I went ahead and talked to Frontier today about the situation where people decided to let New Lisbon switch our phone over in the middle of that contract. I paid that today over the phone with Frontier. So that's gone. It's not they were gonna they threatened collections on us and the whole bit, but Frontier took the payment, so they said, don't worry about it, it's all good.
That's bad when you can't trust a municipality and you gotta threaten them with.
Yeah, and we're still sending them money all the time or something, so, but anyway, these two were extremely helpful today.
Good.
When no one else had been.
Anything else? Blaine, you got anything? Okay. Alright, I'll make a motion.
Ready?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting so Lane can go eat.
I'll second that.
Motion been made and properly seconded, adjourn the meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say the same.